Well, as I'm sure you've heard, there is a baby formula shortage running through the United States. Many stores that do have it are limiting the number of cans that you can buy of formula. And the media is saying that if you can't feed formula to your child, you should speak to the doctor, your doctor, about alternatives. The media is also saying not to make your own formula. And I'm just wondering, what are people supposed to do who can't breastfeed their child but have to have formula? Well, there are alternatives, and hopefully, if you're prepping, you have prepped formula. I have formula in my preps, even though I don't have any need for it right now, but it's a just in case. That's one of those things, like, could be the survival of your baby, or a baby, somebody else's baby, who knows? But this is something you got to think ahead about. This is one of these things that if you don't have a kid or a baby, you're probably not thinking much about it. This information comes from a website called Formuland, and it's all about baby formula. And they say there is no one-size-fits-all when it comes to formula. Traditional baby formula was designed as an alternative to breast milk, but this formula was originally invented way back in 1867. Simply put, there have been many advancements since then, and alternatives to this traditional formula can offer better flavor and better nutrition for your child. So I'm going to list out 5 other things they suggest to use if you can't use formula, or maybe you don't want to use formula. First one is rice milk. Rice milk has been increasing in popularity in recent years as an alternative to formula. This product is a combination of rice and water, and the mild flavor is unlikely to offend your baby's palate. On top of that, this milk is a great source of calcium that is also low on calories, so it can help develop your baby's bones without adding a lot of unwanted weight. And rice itself is a very popular product for eventually weaning babies off milk or formula. If your baby enjoys rice milk now, you could consider offering products such as HIPP organic baby rice to them in the future. Second is coconut milk. Every now and then, what's good for the parent may be good for the child as well. Coconut milk is a great example of this. This dairy alternative has become increasingly popular among adults, and certain forms of this milk are great alternatives to baby formula. If you're going to give your baby coconut milk, you need to get the kind that comes in a carton instead of a can. That is because the carton milk has a more diluted fat content that is safer for children. In fact, the fat content is very similar to cow's milk. You can also count on coconut milk as a great source of vitamin A, vitamin B, and iron, and it can boost your baby's immune system during their most important developmental years. The third option is goat milk. Goat milk is a baby formula alternative that is best used when you want to transition children away from using formula altogether. Pasteurized goat milk is safe and contains more protein and other nutrients than cow milk, and all with less lactose. If you want to enjoy the best of both worlds, then you should offer your child a taste of this goat milk formula and see what a difference it can make in their health and development. The fourth is cow milk formula. You may have noticed many of our baby formula alternatives are also alternatives to cow milk. That is because that milk by itself does not work very well as an alternative to the traditional formula until your child is at least 12 months old. However, you can make things a bit easier and tastier for your baby by offering them some of this organic cow milk formula made by Holly. You can trust the organic ingredients in this formula and the high quality of the milk used to make it. So, some ideas. The other option would be to try to get donated breast milk from somebody who can breastfeed. So this may or may not be an option. And just to talk a little about homemade formula, because this is a popular option with some people, and on a website called Faithful to Nature, they talk about it. And they say homemade formulas contain a base of milk or broth with added real food, nutrient-dense ingredients like gelatin, probiotics, beneficial high vitamin oils, fats, and acerola, acerola, I don't know how to pronounce that, sorry, powder. These real food ingredients ensure that all of their nutrients are more easily and effectively absorbed and utilized, and they each multitask, not only providing the macronutrients, fat, protein, carbohydrates, and cholesterol, but also providing vitamins, minerals, probiotics, etc. in bioavailable form. So these are some ideas if you're looking for an alternative if you can't find formula at the store. It's also something to think about for your preps. Anyway, we're going to see these shortages spreading out to all different kinds of foods. The writing is on the wall, so I hope you're stockpiling whatever you need now while you still can. Always ask yourself, will you survive?